Well, hello, friends. This is your friend and host Manish, aka Monkey on Speed 400, on our new channel, Life by Wire. So, how you been? I hope all have been good. धूप बहुत है, गर्मी है, बट आप लोगों से बात करनी थी तो सोचा कंटेंट क्रिएट करना ही पड़ेगा. तो आ गए हैं हम लोग अपना आज का नया कंटेंट क्रिएट करने. कंटेंट में हम बात करेंगे आज इसके बारे में. लास्ट टाइम मैंने आपको इंट्रोडक्शन दिया ही था कि ये बाइक क्या है, बट आज थोड़ा डिटेल में बात करेंगे कि व्हाई आई चोज दिस बाइक. वेल, I previously had a Bajaj Dominar 400. It was 2018 variant, जो पहली बार मैट ब्लैक कलर में आया था गोल्डन मैक व्हील्स के साथ. It was amazing that way. तो उस टाइम पे मैंने वो बाइक ली. I was in love with that bike. I still am. But after more than 6.5 years of ownership, right, Shrestha? It was, I think, more than 6.5. So after more than 6.5 years of ownership and countless horrible experiences with Bajaj services on their flagship product, I decided it was finally time कि बस अब नहीं. उस बाइक पे मैंने मेरी हनीमून किया. उस बाइक पे मैं भीमा शंकर, बहुत सारे लंबे ट्रिप्स मैंने लिए. पंचगनी महाबलेश्वर भी उसी पे गया. एंड इफ फेट वुड हैव हैड इट तो शायद मैं लद्दाख स्पीति भी उस पे ही करता, बट कोविड पैंडेमिक हैड टू हैपन. बट देन फाइनली last year I decided to get this. Reasons being कि this is in every way the same kind of bike that I want. जिस टाइप की बाइक मुझे पसंद आती है एकदम वैसी है, पर it gives me a little bit more in the sense Bajaj Dominar had 35 bhp power, 35 newton meters of torque. This bad boy right here, this single cylinder dual overhead camshaft engine is a high revving monster which produces 39.5 bhp of raw power along with 37.5 newton meters of torque. In simple words, it goes. You can send it. अब आप लोग ये सोचेंगे कि another crazy person, speed maniac. Nope. Simple fact. Where I can find the road, I rush it. I pin it. I am a rider who rides red line to red line. I make full use of the rev range and I stand by it. बहुत से लोग सोचते हैं कि riding fast and riding on high speed is rash riding, but there's a difference between rash and aggressive riding. But that's secondary. The other thing, this motorcycle, come here, I'll show you something. This motorcycle has something called traction control on and off feature. Let me turn on the throttle. All of this power has to go somewhere, doesn't it? So as you can see, I'm now cycling through my, this is the traction control on. And if I long press it and I leave it, traction control off. And then all I need to do is just ride around. This becomes dirt friendly, this becomes off-road friendly. And the moment I turn off the ignition switch, flip the key and turn it back on, there you go, traction control on. So that is one of the other features that this bike has. It allows me to switch off the rear ABS completely, जिसकी वजह से मैं जब चाहूँ तब ऑफ-रोडिंग फ्रेंडली बाइक में कन्वर्ट कर सकता हूँ इसको. Combined with the amazing handling that this vehicle has, amazing suspension work that it has, this feature makes it all the more worthwhile. Now, the next thing why I went for it, it has Brembo. Come here, cameraman. Show them this brake caliper. Bi-brake, and it uses sintered brake pads. Which is something that Dominar did not give me the capability of. Even though they had good brakes, they were just not good enough. They didn't have the bite, the power, the stopping power of putting a stop to that machine then and there. Apart from that, the suspension. Look at these beautiful golden suspensions right here. Isn't it amazing? So this is something that has been super friendly to me when it comes to bumps and speed bumps, potholes and everything. We'll be talking a bit more in depth about that, but simple सी बात है, ये मशीन किसी भी तरीके से, I can't find words for it, is not something, this machine is not something that you can't say कि won't handle bumps. It performs phenomenally well. ये potholes, minor potholes, bumps जो road पे patchwork होता है, it eats everything up. Along with this monoshock suspension right here, which is slightly offset. I'll show you. Offset monoshock suspension. This is a beauty. So the front forks have a travel of 140 millimeters. It's an upside down USD fork, and the rear one is 130 mm of travel. The front one is 140 mm, the rear is 130 mm of travel, which perform beautifully on Indian road conditions. Paired with the high revving engine, it gives a performance like no other. So apart from that, what else? This massive 13-liter fuel tank. It gives me a good range of approximately 320 to 300 kilometers on an average day. On a good day, I can even push it to 35 kilometers per liter, giving me a range of approximately 350 kilometers. And efficiency is off the charts. On this bike right now, I am getting a fuel efficiency which is, hold on, drum roll, 27 kilometers per liter riding in city. And for a 400, that's an amazing mileage. And the best part is, should you break down, अगर आपकी बाइक बीच रास्ते में खराब हो जाती है and आपको बाइक पार्क करनी पड़ती है, ये रहा ignition, I turn off the ignition, ये रही key, I turn off the key, and you see the lights are still on, and they will continue to remain on until you stop it. But once stopped, then you can't push them back up. You need to turn on the bike, then they will start blinking, and then you can turn it back off again. So safety wise, it's got it covered. Now these mirrors are amazing. I mean, it doesn't have the biggest, widest field of view, but it is good enough. It is trendy, it looks nice. Unfortunately, my left side mirror broke while I was servicing my bike. So basically बाइक सर्विस करते करते मैंने पैडॉक स्टैंड पे बाइक चढ़ाई थी एंड वो गिर गई, पैडॉक स्टैंड से स्लिप होके, एंड मेरा ब्रेक लीवर टूट गया था, मेरा मिरर टूट गया था, बट आई एम इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ गेटिंग अ न्यू वन. Haven't gotten around to it. Triumph has it, but I haven't gotten around to it. So there you go, cameraman. Now, what else are we talking about? Oh yes, the thing that makes the machine go, the tires. So it has Alpha H1 tires up front and rear. It's a dual compound tire. The tire is dual compound, मतलब कि soft and hard rubber दोनों हैं. Hard rubber is for durability and soft rubber is for exceptional grip. If you've seen my videos, you've seen the kind of lean angles that I'm doing with a pillion on roads, doing speeds of over 70-80 kilometers per hour on corners. So far, this tire has not let me down. I still have yet to check it in wet riding conditions, but in the dry, there's nothing like it. Abhi, if you see closely, this is something called the chicken strips. So you see the dirty part of the tire that is from here to here. This is the unused portion of the tire. That means I'm using almost the entire surface of the tire, and I have had absolutely no problem whatsoever whenever I lean in or out. I've put 13,000 kilometers on it. It still has quite a ways to go when it comes to tire replacement. I think I have a good 3,000 to 4,000 kilometers left on it. So the X-ring chain, the chain needs cleaning. Haven't gotten around to that part yet. The bike does need a wash. I am someone who exploits my machine to the fullest. मैं machines को पूरी तरीके से exploit करता हूँ. And that's the way the bikes are supposed to be ridden. Unlike most common belief that bikes are fragile machines and they need to be handled with too much care, ऐसा नहीं है. Modern machinery precision से बनती है. It is capable of so much more than you are aware of. You can push your bike to the limits, you can rev your bike to the highest red line limits, not on the regular, but yes, you can do it fairly. You can continuously ride modern machines such as this one, such as the Dominar. Dominar has a fantastic engine, let me say. Bajaj made a great machine, they ruined it in service. But coming back to this machine, or any modern performance vehicle for that matter, they are designed to be powerful, to be reliable, and to be durable. You need to push your machine. These tires, they cost a lot. The set comes for something around 11 or 12,000 rupees, I think. Yep. And उसमें आप पूरे टायर का यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं. Doesn't make sense to me. I use the entirety of the tire. I use my engine to its full capacity. I use my brakes to the full of capacity. And hence, after 13,000 kilometers of riding, actually 13,700 kilometers from the last time and now, this machine has only two flaws in my mind. One thing that Triumph has not been able to resolve so far is when the fuel gets low. That is when it reaches into the single bar part of the meter. It tends to stall when you are doing aggressive braking. अगर आप एकदम से ब्रेक लगा रहे हैं तो बाइक कई बार लो आरपीएम्स पे स्टॉल हो जाती है. Triumph has not been able to address that issue. जहाँ तक मैंने पूछा है तो मुझे ये बताया जाता है कि जब आप ब्रेक लगाते हैं तो फ्यूल आगे चला जाता है, अगर कम फ्यूल बचा है जिसकी वजह से फ्यूल पंप को फ्यूल नहीं मिलता है, इंजन कट ऑफ हो जाता है, which in my eyes is a flaw. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. डोमिनार पे नहीं होता था, बट इसमें ये एक प्रॉब्लम मैंने नोटिस की है. Apart from that, the only other problem that I've noticed is that whenever I try to put this bike on a paddock stand, मैं paddock stand पे जब लगाता हूँ, the swing arms जो कि थोड़े upward direction में हैं, अगर आप notice करें, ये जो swing arms हैं, these go towards the up. तो जब मैं इसको paddock stand पे लगाने की कोशिश करता हूँ, तो paddock stand का the pad tends to slip from here to up, जिसकी वजह से बाइक अनस्टेबल हो जाती है. And probably why my bike tipped over the other day. So, cooling. It has a radiator fan. It is a fully liquid cooled engine. It does its job fantastic. मुझे आज तक मेरे पैरों पे हीट नहीं फील हुई है to the point जहाँ पे मैं अनकंफर्टेबल जाऊँ. कभी कभार ट्रैफिक में अगर स्टक हूँ तो थोड़ा बहुत गर्मी लगती है, but the fan, the radiator has done an excellent job in diverting the air away from you, away from your legs. The handlebar, it's beautiful. It's wide, it sits decently wide, it is sturdy, it has good fit and finish, and it feels good in the hands. Coupled by the good suspension, this gives a really good feedback while riding, not too much so as to jar your muscles, but not too lackluster jahan pe you are not feeling what's the road like. It keeps you engaged just enough. Coming about the seat is another plus in my eyes. Me and my pillion have been riding 500-600 kilometers in a day. We have taken 5-4 such trips up till now, and the seat has not let us down. Not even once have we felt numbness in our butts, have we felt any rashes, have we felt any aches in our butts. The suspension is beautiful. It protects our lower back, it protects our spine. Jatke nahi lagte hain. Seat is amazing. Height, another good factor. Now, जब मैं ये बाइक लेने वाला था तब मुझे बहुत लोगों ने बोला था कि बाइक कॉम्पैक्ट है. मैंने रिव्यूज भी बहुत देखे थे, एंड यस, इट इज अ कॉम्पैक्ट मशीन. देयर इज नॉट मच स्पेस फॉर मच मोर थिंग्स टू गो. इट्स अ वेल डिजाइंड बाइक. एवरीथिंग फिट्स एग्जैक्टली वेयर इट नीड्स टू, बट I was pleasantly surprised by the ground clearance. The ground clearance on this machine is something that left me surprised in a good way. So far, I've taken it on conical speed breakers. I've taken it into potholes. I've taken it off-roading with boulders the size of this high boulders. And not once, if you look closely, not once have I scratched my bash plate anywhere. And that's an add-on, by the way. Triumph by default gives you a plastic bash plate, but this is an add-on which you can get for an additional amount. But it is necessary because if you look, the only one drawback in design which I find, Triumph has placed the coolant box right there below the engine. So अगर ये bash plate आप नहीं लगवाते हैं, so you stand a chance of smashing your coolant reservoir, which is right here. So, but so far it's good. मुझे coolant अभी तक एक ही बार टॉप अप करना पड़ा है in 13,000 kilometers, and I topped it up myself using Motul coolant. So it's a good machine. It's good on cooling. It's good on engine. 158 millimeters of travel. The MY25 model has 10 more millimeters of the ground clearance because they use the Vredstein tires, which are an upgrade. So these tires are 1760. profile. That means it's 110. The radius is 17. That is from here to here. And the tire width, this part, the side wall, this is 60 profile. And on the rear, it functions on a similar 150 section, 17 radius, 60-inch tires here as well. But the Vredstein gives you slightly taller tires when it comes to the side walls. Everything remains the same. This side wall increases, giving you extra cushioning, increasing 10 millimeters of ground clearance. So my next upgrade on this bike is going to be getting those Vredstein tires. They are amazing, phenomenal in grip. I've tested in the MY25 model, and it is in every way a Speed 400, but slightly taller. Some shorter riders, people below 5'8", I would say, would have a little bit of problem. But again, and I can't stress this enough, it's an unpopular opinion, flat footing both feet is more or less an Indian context. पूरे world में, globally, the right way to ride is 1 foot down, 1 foot up, and otherwise it's a perfect setup. So shorter riders, as long as you master the art of riding the bike the way it is supposed to be, with one leg down and one leg up, you are not going to have a problem. It's a well-balanced machine. The center of gravity is low. It is aggressive. It is not something of a pocket rocket, but again, it gets the job done. Now, the biggest criticism that I have heard people say is vibrations. This power unit is a single cylinder. It's a single cylinder engine. You can't expect any more refinement from a single cylinder engine. Single cylinder engines are supposed to be a little bit vibey. Now, I have ridden it. I have ridden the Dominar. Coming from the Dominar, there are vibes in the foot peg, in the handlebar, but there are none below the 6000 RPM. Not that I can feel it, or even if there are, it doesn't bother me that much because it's part and parcel of riding the bike. What does get me though is that this bike, how flawlessly it takes me through emotions. When I'm on the road, when my pillion is on the road with me, we both are transported in a different world. This bike is very capable. It gets the job done. And इसके बारे में अगर आपके पास और कोई questions हैं तो मुझसे ज़रूर पूछिए. It's an all LED headlight setup in the front. हालांकि headlights are leaving something to be asked about, because if you check this out, the headlight, it doesn't have that good of a throw in my opinion. So that's why I had to get these auxiliary lamps installed. So to complement the lights, it's the same all LED setup here. A beautiful C light, upside down C, and when you press the brakes, you will see. Keep noticing here, cameraman. If you press the brake, it lights up. So it's a beautiful, beautiful machine in all aspects. Silencer. Hear this. Come here. Hear this. Cameraman, you zoom out. I'll place my mic here, and I'll get you to hear the exhaust note. Triumph and its engineering and its exhaust note go hand in hand. Well, that's it from me. So we covered the tire profile, we covered the exhaust notes, we covered the power figures, we covered the brakes, we covered the suspension, the seat, the fuel tank. What else do you want to know? Let me know. So that's all for me guys today, and once again thank you so much for tuning in. We are new, हम लोग लगातार बढ़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि आप मेरा ही कंटेंट वॉच करें, बट अगर आपको इससे कुछ भी फायदा हो तो डू कमेंट एंड लेट मी नो कि आपने क्या जाना और आपको और क्या जानना है. तब तक के लिए मैं आप सबको बाय बोलता हूँ, और इस चीज़ के साथ आपको छोड़ता हूँ आज के दिन में कि इस एपिसोड का डायरेक्शन और प्रोडक्शन किया गया है महाकाल के द्वारा. सी यू गाइज नेक्स्ट टाइम.